Once you understand that the jaw joint plays a role, that the airway plays a role, that the muscles play a role, that it's not just all about the teeth. What I like about Mike is he understands all of the denominators and he tries to control them.
Hey everybody, I'm here with Nate Cry, and we were just talking a little bit about an interview we just did with Dr. Mike Smith of the Biting Edge in Phoenix, Arizona, and wanted to just quickly talk a little bit about Dr. Smith because he is one of our key opinion leaders that he goes all over the place, teaches courses that we sponsor, and he's a fantastic dentist. But Nate, I wanted to ask you about your first experiences with Dr. Smith and when you realized that this was somebody who was perfect for BioResearch as a client.
Well, thanks, Rudy. Mike's really truly the jack of all trades. He's taken a lot of education in craniofacial pain, temporomandibular joint dysfunction, being a multi-generational dentist. I know his dad and his grandfather were dentists in the Phoenix area. He truly, at the dinner table grew up, talking dentistry, and he truly seeks to be the most comprehensive and caring dentist for his patients. And it doesn't take very long once you meet him to understand that. And he just puts his head down and he grinds and he seeks to understand all of the different technologies out there for his patients. And he really, when we met him, he really wanted to understand the technology to its core. And once he understands the technology to its core, so that he's even developed new applications for the technology. So when he started developing new applications for this equipment, I mean, it didn't take us very long to see that, he was somebody that we really wanted to partner with and work with very closely. And
yeah, I'll tell you the time that I was able to go to his course in Milwaukee at the BioResearch office, and I had just started with the company and didn't really know much about the whole somatognathing system, and just a couple of hours listening to him, and it's like you realize that this is just a system that people who seek to understand it all of a sudden become fantastic practitioners of dentistry because they know how the whole system works.
Once you understand that the jaw joint plays a role, that the airway plays a role, that the muscles play a role, that it's not just all about the teeth. Once you understand all of those contributing factors and all of those denominators and how they can play a role in your dentistry. And what I like about Mike is he understands all of the denominators and he tries to control them to the best of his ability. And I think that's what makes him great.
Yeah, and I feel like, specific to the laser, he's one of the leaders in using the laser. In fact, he's got two of them because his practice, it was a bottleneck in his practice because he literally treats everyone that comes in with that laser. And so talk a little bit about his experience with BioResearch and the MLS laser.
Well, I know that Mike was one of the first 5 doctors in North America to get the laser. He really saw the applications in his practice from the beginning, so much so that he actually he went over to Italy and did an advanced training with the manufacturer. And again, getting back to understanding the core of the technology, he understood the core of the technology enough to be able to use it not only in treating temporomandibular joint dysfunction, craniofacial pain. But he really revolutionized, the use of the laser in general dentistry, for implants, for extractions, for pulpitis. Pretty much everything the dentist does causes pain or inflammation, and everything the laser does is reduce pain and inflammation. And he recognized that. And yeah, that's why he had to get another one. He was using it in the general practice, in the craniofacial pain practice, in the ortho practice. And he just took that knowledge that he learned over in Italy and has applied it and applied it and applied it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for chatting about this and creating this video with me here. Dr. Mike Smith of the Biting Edge is one of the great dentists in that area. In fact, I've been trying to get my brother to go see him.
Well, your brother should go see him.
Yeah, for sure. All right, thanks, Nate.
My pleasure.